Up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're well. I'm back with another Elrond video. Thank you for the support on the channel and on the Elrond updates. We did manage to get around 350 views on the video, so thank you so much. Let's push for 50 likes on the Elrond updates, and of course we know that again we need to stay above 45 at all costs. I'm really happy that when we came down, we did actually hold the level I was able to give you before I went on holiday. And since then, we had broken out of this descending triangle that we actually see here. This is the descending triangle, and this is a very bearish pattern. You need to understand that this actually is also a shoulder, head, and shoulder over here, or just over here, sorry. And we were meant to actually lose the neckline by closing below 45, which you failed to do. And because you failed to do so, and we're not validating bearish targets, it means, okay, we're not bearish. So if we're not bearish, we're either sideways or bullish. And if this is the range low and this is the range high, but we've also got this descending resistance for the descending triangle. I never got you a patterns target, so let me just do that first before we continue. Again, if we were to ever lose 45 in the future, you've got a target down at 20, 21, as well as $30. And that's only if you ever do close below $45. We'd come down for this low, and once that low is out of the way, then yeah, you'd finally meet these patterns targets. However, again, just before we spoke about that target, we were talking about the range low and the range high, and we had this descending resistance, this descending triangle. Now, even if we are ranging, which we now should do because we did not break out of the descending triangle or the head and shoulders pattern, it means now we should either, it means that we're not bearish if we're not breaking below 45. So if we're not bearish, we're either sideways or bullish. Now, even if we weren't the bullish one, even if we're just sideways, the top of the range is here. And you can see to get to the top of the range, you would be breaking out of this descending resistance, this descending triangle. So you've invalidated the descending triangle and the head and shoulders patterns target for the moment. What's also very bullish is that we're up 4% today after and making a high after forming and confirming this daily bullish cross. This means that for the weeks ahead, we should see upside. And that's why since that bullish cross for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 week now, we have been going up. We have now made a higher high. So it's good to see. And technically, because of this, it is bullish. And because it's broken out of this descending triangle and descending resistance, it's also bullish with the CPI fundamental news event not actually having much effect. So that news event did not do what it should have. So the data itself actually meant that dollar should have become really powerful on that day. And that's why we did see that initial dump. So whenever we're given a forecast of data, and let's say the forecast is 8%, and if the news event happens and the actual is greater than the forecast, so let's say the forecast was 8% and it was actually 8.1%, so that's greater than the forecast. That means this is good for the currency. And of course, this is a dollar high impact news event, fundamental news event. And so this is why we should expect, okay, the actual was greater than the forecast. This is good for dollar. That means all assets against dollar should go down because dollar is strengthening. Dollar should gain power, meaning Elrond should go down. And that's why we did go down. But out of nowhere, it just decided to go up. Now, this is why you need the technical side. And I teach this all in my course from zero knowledge and in my one-on-one mentorship, where I have very few spots available. Message me over on my Twitter if you do want to actually find out more about it. The link to my Twitter is always underneath this video, or simply type in Louis_crypto. Now, the specific reason why this fundamental news event failed, although it started to do what it should have, as in going down, you basically went and retested. There's two reasons. So you retested this downtrend, and this downtrend actually began over here, and it took you over 145 days to actually break out. And on the 155th day, did you actually retest it as support with that fundamental news event? So that news event should have actually pushed price below the EMA, as it did, because we did go down here. But technically, that should have pushed price below $45 for us to go even lower and break this low and head to $30 and $20, validating that descending triangle target. but it didn't allow so. The reason is because of this trend line, because it was being held as resistance, sending us lower, as resistance, pushing us down. When you break out, it must be tested as support, or not that it must be, or when it is tested, or if it is tested, you're going to get a reaction, because previously you were reacting to it as resistance going down. So if you're coming back to it, now you're above it, you should be going up away from it, you're pulling away from it. So if I just flip the chart upside down, you can see it looks like now you flipped support. Look, you're going in this uptrend. We had this uptrend, you confirmed its support there, you made a higher high, then we confirmed its support there, but we failed to make that higher high. So this is the beginning of a downtrend essentially. And so now we want to break below this. How do we know we're even coming towards here? We need to break this uptrend, and we need to confirm it as resistance and confirm this bearish cross, which is going to send us back down to here. The only thing stopping us is this $59. So if we're seeing a daily close below this, below $59, that is when we're coming back to in around $67, $69. And you can see that will start to form a very big M pattern like this. Can you see that? However, if we flip the chart upside down to back to what it should look like, you can see this is actually a double bottom over here. In the last video, we prepared the target of around $100, which will be back at this previous resistance. So I wouldn't even worry about that specific target out of the double bottom. I'll just be focused, okay, once we've broken above this, this will be a resistance and this will be a resistance. And that is your area of resistance going forward around 85 or 8, sorry, around, yeah, $85 to $100. However, going forward, the next thing to tackle is the $60 resistance. Break above that, confirm its support. We're heading to 67. Once you're above 67, this is when we do see that continuation to $100. That is pretty much it for this video. Let's push for 50 likes. Let's try and reach 5,000 subscribers as soon as we can. But I also want to bring your attention to the education where I go through all of this for you guys. If you are sick and tired of trying to work it out by yourself through my videos or through other YouTubers, my course has everything you need compiled into one bit. It's over 6 hours long with 30 plus videos. You don't need any prior knowledge. It will teach you how to become a trader. There's some reviews on my Twitter page. You just have to scroll down a couple of days ago where we mentioned the student himself. I didn't even ask him to. The student himself posted on my page saying, Louis, because of your teachings over the last few months, I've been able to accumulate $6,000 in profit. I also managed to share a trade that we took in the Discord group chat back at the end of September on XRP, where we made about 50% move without leverage, which is very impressive. And all of these and all of these any questions about this stuff, then please head over to my Twitter, Louis_crypto, where we can discuss more about the course. But also, if you want my one-on-one actual help, I can sit there with you over 10 lessons, over 10 hours long, until you eventually get it. So thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. If you do want to take action on those things, then please go over to my crypto Twitter, Louis_crypto. There is a link under this video as well. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next Elrond update. Good luck. Let's hold this $45 support and continue to hold this bullish cross and break above $60. Thanks.